Piche pull cut.
Do it.
No.
That'd be great.
Can I run towards the door and open it? Or whatever
There
possible?
is no door.
It's just a magical...
You can see it ends. Like, the track just ends at the wall. It doesn't look like it goes into it. It just ends.
Fine. Well, in that case, then I'll go and attack that final creature then. With two great swords.
You can get there.
Yeah.
For sure.
Does it look very well or not?
No. It looks like it's got 4 out of 50 health, if you had to guess.
First one was a natural 1, my first attack. And then it's a 15.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, it's a 2d6 slashing.
More than enough.
6. Yeah. I just clean its head off. I'm like,
Yes.
haha, done. Didn't even need to use radiant damage.
It don't.
Cool.
Why would anyone do that?
Yeah. No, I run back to the cart.
and eventually, over the next, 24 seconds...
I keep pushing it.
I think I'd come and help. I'd feel bad at that point.
Cool. You all get over there, and the cart reaches the end, and you hear a click, and the latch on the front of the chest flips open.
Sort of a mission end.
Yeah, I'm assuming you're going.
I fall off. But then
Do
get
we?
up.
Yeah.
Hang on.
You just hop off gracefully.
This was the room of the boots. Who had the boots?
I had the boots.
You had
Shall
the
I
boots.
have a look inside the chest?
Go on, man.
So, you open up. Inside, you find ornate boots made of steel with gold for decoration.
Oh.
And when you pick them up, inside your mind, an unknown voice speaks to you. If you have come to retrieve me, Malkier must be in great peril. Please return me to my rightful wearer so I may aid your people. Until then, however, I will aid you however I can.
Oh.
What size are they?
Well, because they're
They're too
magic
small
boots,
for
they
you.
resize to fit the wearer.
Like size 4.
Yeah.
And,
Imagine did you have tiny feet?
and the boots have provided you with evasion. So, which is, I believe, where if you make a dex save, you take no damage when you make it, and you take half damage when you fail.
Yeah.
So the boots have provided you with.
Did we hear it say that? Or
No,
is it- Okay.
no, just saying. We'll just
I
say
don't even
there.
have evasion.
Bloody
Yeah.
rogue.
Level 7.
Gotta learn that shit.
And to the side of the cart, a silvery doorway appears, similar to what you had seen. Well, by similar, I mean identical to what you had seen before.
Should we carry on then, guys? I think it's the same.
I think so.
Again and again.
If you guys do a short rest, you don't actually get any hit points back. You sort of go, and you don't feel like you're getting any health back from this, but you do get all your other stuff back. So your spell slots that you recover, anything you recover.
So,
on a
can
short
I
rest.
use lay on hands on myself?
Yeah.
I'm just...
Okay, cool. And I go back up to full. I'm
Okay.
like, are you okay, Sam? You look really tired. I just heal myself.
I take the owl off Gwen and stick it on top
Yay.
of Sarah's head, and I say, Pesha, cast Cure Wounds. And I just rolled it. You get 19 health points back.
Whoa, that's awesome. That's
And
back to
then
full health.
I use what remains of my general healingness and recover 6. Bring me back up to full.
I'm just gonna sit on the side quite pointedly, just sort of looking at the tiny scratch on my It's alright, it's fine.
So you come out back through that portal on the bottom, just the one that you went into. You walk right back out. So you've got the 3 on the sides.
So after the short rest, is it... So I guess the rope's still there to climb back up.
Yeah, the rope's still there, and like I said, the edges where they meet are faceted, so it's not just it comes to a sharp point. It's like an incline.
I guess I'll try and climb back up then.
You climb back up, and it's pretty straightforward. It's just climbing up normally, and then you're going back up, and it's a little bit lighter once you get closer to the platform.
Could I run up it as a...
Yeah, run up the wall and stuff. Yeah, you have no issues with it. You run up that faceted wall.
Awesome.
And you're on the side face, and you see Sarah standing there. To you, it feels normal. You're looking down, they're over there.
Right.
It feels normal to you, and you guys are looking at Sarah standing on this.
Oh, she's
this
on one of the
wall. Yeah,
walls.
she's on one
Oh,
of the
shit.
walls. Yeah. So she's standing like this, but to her it feels normal.
Oh, right.
She's not even running anymore. She's just standing.
Yeah, she's just standing there. Once she runs up, she just...
Okay.
Not to be outdone, I want to do the exact same thing.
Okay, unfortunately, you cannot run up walls, so go ahead and give me a acrobatics check. Acrobatics or athletics. We'll let it count.
I'll do an athletics.
Not I figured.
That is a 24.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's not your fault.
Yeah, just clambers up.
Swan dive.
Yeah, whereas Sarah was sort of on her tiptoes, bounding up the walls. Fiona is
Lady
running
Gaga.
and kind of grabbing the wall a little bit to pull herself up. And yeah, you see Fiona standing up there on the wall.
It's like that sort of the Spider-Man thing going up, or like Batman, the old-fashioned movies, and then he turns around.
Stood on the middle platform, not to be outdone. I'd like to sprint towards the edge and do sort of like a somersault jump towards the wall.
Yeah. Give me an acrobatics or athletics check.
I'll go acrobatics.
Probably more acrobatics. For
Yeah,
this, but that's good for you anyway.
18.
That's more than enough. You you somersault and you land upright. You're able to time it and you land upright.
I just sigh and then use Ryan's rope to climb back up, my brother's rope, and then it was hanging down. But
Yeah, it was hanging down.
Can I pick it up and kind of try and lasso it towards them?
Yeah.
And then climb down it?
Yeah, you do it. And when you see Sam throw it, it goes out and then it kind of like goes. It's kind of slower than you would expect. You've seen him throw stuff before. It's kind of a little bit slower. And then, but then as it gets closer to you, it starts speeding up as if it were falling, and it becomes taut. And yeah, you think you could climb down it.
So I climbed down.
Yep, and you do so. No issues.
Sensible Tem. Sensible, boring Tem.
Yeah.
And you have a shimmering portal on this platform with you.
Let's go.
Jump through.
After you.
Okay.
Done.
You emerge into a room with a single hallway leading out of it. In the hallway are 8 life-size statues of warriors blocking your path. 4 are made of iron and 4 of obsidian. They are resting on tiles of the opposite material. To the side is a table with the hallway recreated in miniature. Above the table on the wall are runes which morph into common as you look at them. Reinforcements to the front line and weary soldiers to the rear. Please position all the statues on tiles of the same color. Soldiers can only move to an open space in front of them or jump to an open space behind a statue of the opposite color in front of them. Soldiers can only move towards their destination. We'll just say these are the obsidian and these are the iron.
Right.
And so you're going to get all the red ones over to here. So I'll just demonstrate it. So like if this is the open one, you can move forward to an open space, or if this was like the red and this was the green, they can jump to one open space behind them, but you couldn't jump like 2 like that.
Old-fashioned solitaire.
Yeah, and they can only move forward. They can't like move back.
It's a reset button anyway, in case we fuck this up.
You do not see one.
Brilliant.
No reset button. What? Durable.
Wait, so there's a small table and miniature next to it. So I
Yeah.
assume
So
we
it's
can
got, like,
move
it's
one.
got, yeah. You can pick up the one. Like you can pick up the one on the table. Do you move one?
No.
Okay.
Wait, if I pick one up and hold it in the air, does anything happen?
No.
Okay.
So if I picked up the front obsidian one and put it a space forward.
So the statue in the hallway sinks down into the ground. You sort of see the tile open up and it sinks down into the ground. And this tile opens up and it rises out from beneath the ground.
Cool.
It's now there.
Could I move the iron
The
one
first iron one.
into the gap behind the obsidian one?
Yep. Yeah, so it does that. And it sinks down into the ground. The tile opens up, it sinks down. Tile closes, and then the iron tile opens up. It pops out.
Okay, he's got to go that, right?
Or move one of the
The greens.
greens forward.
And you could get him to the end first, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe get. I've got to be honest, Lady Gwen is not smart. Her intelligence is -1.
Ooh.
Actually, mine's 0. So
My
yeah.
+1 scoffs at you. I've read a book. Wasn't even recommended to me.
Did it out of your own choice.
Yeah,
If there was a reset button, that'd be...
Just go for it.
but it doesn't say on the wall that it can't reset.
I assume that we'll get to a point where we can't move and it will all reset back. I assume that's what
If
we're
we move him there, then him over, then that won't be able to go.
Yeah? Go on.
No, I said it won't, so let's not do that.
So wait, move
Oh, so I just
the second
go
green.
for it and then
Oh.
the consequence.
Yep.
Just do it.
Yep.
Might as well.
I'm winding up.
Yeah, so it goes down until the floor comes up.
Yeah. And then move the second. Yeah. And then move
Green
the
forward.
first green forward. Then second green and then third green. Right? Oh no.
And then those get trapped.
Fuck it. Where's that reset button?
No.
No, you're fine.
No,
Okay.
we're fine. Yeah, move one of the iron
stuff.
ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then. Oh no, maybe not.
No, I don't know. I think you're alright. Because we can.
No, because then
We've
Reese
got
is stuck.
two
Yeah,
together.
me too.
Can we undo?
So once you get to this point, the pieces, as they are on the table, all like shift off the table. They kind of rearrange themselves. Like they shift to the side and rearrange themselves and slide back into the starting positions. And all the ones in the hallway sink down into the floor and pop back up as they started.
Go on,
and
then.
the runes say,
Oh no.
nice try, take another.
Oh, it's not like 2 more tries remain.
Okay.
Move.
It's not-
Yeah,
yeah.
move that one.
Move him over?
Yeah.
What did we do
I
last
should say, I apologize, podcast listeners. This is not an audio
I'll work it out.
I'll add
inclined.
an exciting...
Image by
A
image.
character is being picked up. It is now being moved.
What did we do last time?
It is now being
We
put
move
down.
the iron one for
So doing
the
the
obsidian.
Another
Yeah, do
character.
that.
Where will they move these small items to solve this
Which one did-
puzzle?
I think we
Shooting
moved that
next
one
time.
Red one.
there.
So should we move green one?
You've activated my
Yeah,
backup.
yeah, move green one.
Welcome to Domino's, the audio
Oh,
experience.
and then he can go
Yeah, move him.
over.
And then move
He can
iron.
go over.
Oh, we're not going to be in the same position as before. Move him.
Who's him?
You
Say red
yeah,
or
you have to
green.
be better than just him and
Red?
point to all of them.
Move the second one.
Also, how do you know that these are men? They're just goblins
Alright,
and
well,
dwarves.
it's gender neutral statues. Move the
Red.
second. Yeah, move the second statue.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Yes. Yeah.
and then...
He leapfrogs.
Hoppity hop.
Then the second green statue.
Over.
Yeah. Then the third.
Hoppity hop.
Yeah? I thought that was like a...
Four.
I feel this is
I know.
right, but there's a crucial...
Yeah, I
You
think
can see it coming.
Crucial point there.
Well,
No, keep going, keep going.
keep
No,
going.
I know.
You
but-
won't
but-
fail until you keep doing it.
Well,
Can't
him...
have
Yeah, no, but
two
yeah.
reds next to
But
each
Yeah.
other.
if you move this guy, the fourth
Then he
green
can
one,
jump over.
yeah, and he can jump over.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
So
Iron
he's,
statue
he's in his
over.
final. He's happy.
then
He's
Him over.
really happy.
yeah, then move that
yeah,
guy over.
Yeah. Oh,
So fucking
Yeah.
tense.
And then we just leaping.
I
Yeah,
think
leave,
so.
leave them. Yeah. Okay.
And then we get all the greens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ching.
Second green.
That's how I don't like that.
Yeah, green.
It's not how it works.
Boing. Boing.
Third. Fourth.
Boing.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
No,
No,
you're right.
Yeah.
And
And
then...
then move.
Aye.
Wait. We're smarter than.
Well done.
And so when you get them all into the right squares, the floor opens up beneath all of them. They all sink down into the ground. And on the other side, you can see a statue of... It sort of looks like a nondescript, like, Malkier warrior. It's got, like, sort of your style of armor and everything. And on it is a cloak.
That was me. I'm the clay. I'm gonna race forward.
Right? When you reach the end of the hallway, you see a cloak draped over a statue. I guess you already saw it. It appears to be made entirely of strips of silk, dyed varying shades of gray, and sewn together at the shoulders. And you sort of move up, and as you do, like when you stop, like sort of a little bit of breeze, it really like makes all the silk sort of shift around, and you find it like tougher to focus on you a little bit, like on the cloak when it's moving like
Oh,
that.
cool.
And I'm assuming you put it on.
Yeah.
When you put on the almost impossibly light cloak, you hear a voice say, "Noble warrior, please bring me to the monarch so I may assist Malkier. For now, though, I will grant you what help I can." It's basically like a displacement cloak. So the
I had that last time.
yeah, so attacks gain disadvantage. Yeah, so there's disadvantage on attacks against you until you're hit.
Nice.
And then it resets at the start of your next turn.
That would be
And
nice
the,
earlier.
the portal at the end, the portal that you guys approach through, shimmers back up.
thing I like about that is the for now catch. There's no indication that I have to get it back imminently. And that's
and
good.
you walk back out, and you emerge from the portal that you entered into, and there are two more faces. And now you know pretty well how to climber over to
I was
them.
gonna say.
Yeah.
So you're able to get over to them. You step into a room with 5 statues in it.
Put me outside.
The 4 in the corners are iron statues of Malkier warriors. The center statue is a larger-than-life rendition of King Ellen's mother, the late Queen Siani. She is depicted ready for battle with full armor, a scowl on her face and her iconic maul clutched in her hands. Around her waist is a belt, scarlet with accents of white and black.
Hey, look, it's a belt.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll give you a beard.
No.
Does the statue have a beard?
No.
Okay. I'll do the rogue thing. Can I go and look around and search for traps in the floor?
Yeah, like sort of where around are you looking specifically?
I would like to start looking around the statues.
So yeah, so you sort of look around this statue first. Give me a perception roll, I guess, or an investigation. I mean,
Investigation is 11.
so you don't see anything. But when you get around, do you go close to the statue, or do you just?
Yeah, I didn't specify.
So when you get like to here, I guess we'll say.
Crushed back in the wall.
So when you get up close, let's say within 5 feet of the statue of Queen Siani slams her maul into the ground beside her. The iron statues all reach for their swords and turn to face you. If you want my belt, the statue bellows, you must first earn it. And so we will go ahead and roll initiative.
Fuck's sake! The rogue goes first!
At this point, I shout,
Oh
That is not.
Six on
That is
my
not
list.
likely.
Six.
Sorry.
That doesn't.
Oh my god!
natural ones.
3 natural.
We are ready for this.
Yeah. What's yours total then?
6.
Oh, 6. Okay.
Straight 6.
What's yours with your dexterity and any initiative modifier you may have?
5?
5 total. Okay. And yours is higher than. No, yours.
No, we're the same, both 5.
Okay, you'll just both go at the same time. And what's your dexterity then?
Total of 3.
Total of 2.
Dream team.
18.
Yeah.
Very slowly.
Da-da-da-da-da.
But the good news is you are not all last.
What?
Amazing. So
3 natural ones!
Yeah, I know, right? You would think that.
That's really weird.
But if you're fighting things that don't have a lot of dexterity, if hypothetically when I pre-rolled initiative, I got multiple ones, and they don't have much dexterity,
this room is cursed.
it gives you a good shot. But the statue in the middle goes first, and it is.
Right.
But you're not really surprised because you can see the statue. So
It
it's not
did
gonna-
challenge me.
Yeah.
It's an oi you.
It does have disadvantage though, because I am
Yeah.
cloaked.
So with its disadvantage, it gets only a 13.
Yeah.
And then it is going to. So the statue swings at you with the maul, and you sort of duck below it, and then sort of puts the head of the maul down on the ground beside it and tries to punch you with his other hand.
Oh no.
But he got a natural 1 with disadvantage,
Oh my
so
God.
it misses you.
Holy
so
shit.
you dodge off to the side.
I like this
Fiona,
cloak.
you are up.
Why am I first?
Ah! Hey, the bag.
What are the other statues doing? They're just drawing their swords?
They've drawn their swords. I mean, they're like all facing towards the party. Like they're not like all turned to face Orion, right?
Well, that's what I thought, yeah.
But they're all sort of facing the party as a whole.
I would like... Let me just read this very, very quickly. Okay, this is what Gwen would do.
Here we
Stop
go.
and read a book.
Gas sanctuary.
No.
Oh, okay.
I'd like to use command on one of the statues.
Okay.
Can I use it on the main statue?
Let me double check something.
See, within range. It's 60 feet. Within range.
Yeah. Somebody has a phone and wants to Google if command counts as a charm.
I think command is a charm. Yeah.
Yes.
It's, they must succeed on a wisdom saving or follow the command on its next turn. It doesn't say anything about charming.
Yeah, have a look.
Let's all get our books out,
Probably
guys.
Probably quicker than me.
No, command isn't a charm.
Okay. Otherwise, if somebody could just do me the joy of looking, does animated armor get affected by command? Otherwise it works. But if it doesn't, I'll say you could probably make an Arcana check to see if you would know that. If it doesn't work, but if it
Oh, right,
does,
I see what you mean. Yeah.
Shall I
I mean, I think to be honest, Gwen would just use it anyway.
yeah.
I can't type quickly, but Google animated armor D&D.
Think about what you
Oh damn it! Oh.
You even said it aloud.
It can't be charmed.
Yeah, but that's if command doesn't count as a charm. Then
The spell will say charmed if it means charmed.
Yeah,
Charmed is
it just says...
charmed
it
is a
says,
status
it
effect.
says level 1 enchantment.
yeah. So yeah, it looks like it's fine. So you can command it. It can understand
Crazy.
you. I think unless it doesn't say that it can. Hold on. It would be if it.
It's like you need to succeed on a wisdom saving throw.
It has to be
anyway.
able to understand you.
Yeah. Well, I assume it does.
Are we having fun?
Well, no. It may speak. It may speak no languages.
Ooh.
Oh, does it not understand that?
Right. It might not know any language.
I'll still use it.
Yeah.
That's what Gwen would do.
What did it
speak-
challenge in at the beginning?
It's,
Or is that like
it's-
It could be a pre-recorded message.
pre-recorded message? Okay.
Oh, yeah, like Magic Mouth.
DM, what would you like it to be?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
you
actually-
can-
We'll let it. We're not gonna. We'll let it work. We'll have to make a wisdom save, right?
Yeah,
That's
wisdom
what's the
save.
DC.
It's 13.
Shocking. Not high wisdom. He rolled a 15, but he only has a 3 wisdom, which means it's still gonna fail. I believe. Yeah.
So
that's
that's
a
the
minus 4.
Oh, yeah.
So, as on
Yeah.
the big one, right? Or the...
Oh, which one did you do?
I asked. Well, I didn't specify. So I'll probably go for the closest one
Okay.
to me.
Yeah, that'll work. I was gonna say, if it's on the big one, it's gonna fail.
That would ruin everything.
Well, no, because it has a 10 wisdom and not a 3.
Okay.
Still not animated.
I'm just gonna say halt. So it doesn't.
Okay,
say-
so it's just its next turn that it does that?
yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't do anything on its next turn.
Alright.
That's all Gwen does. It just tells it to hold.
Nice.
So Ryan and Sarah, you're up at the same time.
Woohoo!
Okay, so what's happening? So the big guy in front of me
Has hit.
she's
Has
taken
tried
a
to hit
swing,
you.
but is now
Yeah.
halted. What did the other
No,
four?
this one is halted.
Yeah.
This side.
That one's halted.
Yeah. I went for this one.
What did the others look like they're
They
doing?
just sort of like, the other 3 are just grabbing their weapons. Like, they've drawn their weapons out. So is this other one. It's drawn its weapon out, but it hasn't.
Okay, but they've already drawn their weapons,
Yep.
per se.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Might have been gonna try and sleight of hand the weapons away from them. But if they've drawn them, that's fair enough. Let's... Alright, I am going to... What would a rogue do? A rogue
Run away.
is going to run away. I'm going to disengage. I'm going to get
Disengage, so no
5,
opportunity.
10, 15, 20, 25. And then
Trap yourself in a corner.
I'm going to do my usual. Get the bow out, draw it out, and just wait for an opportunity. So,
Okay.
hold an action.
Alright. Sarah,
Open by me and all that.
you are technically at the same time, but we'll just hit you after Ryan,
Alright.
I guess.
I
Sort of run away.
will.
Valiantly ran away.
Heroically.
I'm gonna run up to. So this one's like frozen.
Yeah, that one's been frozen
Alright.
for a bit.
Turns takes no actions on its turn. So
Right,
it's
I'll go and hit this one.
Okay.
So 18 plus 7 to hit. So 25 to hit.
Yeah, easily.
Cool. I'm gonna turn this one into a stunning strike or whatever it's
nice.
called as well.
Okay.
I'm going to make a Constitution saving throw.
Cool. Well, should I do my damage first?
Yeah.
Is that
Go
easier?
for it.
So 6 damage,
Okay.
and then a Constitution saving throw of 14.
Okay. It succeeds.
No.
No, okay, cool.
It shakes
so I'll
off.
say, yeah, just give me an Arcana check.
On a 13.
Yeah, so that's enough just from your monk training. You know that you can't really stun something that doesn't have a brain. And so you don't think that you could stun. Yeah,
It's
you
like
don't,
going for the nervous system.
right. So you
Right,
don't think,
okay.
you don't think you could stun one of these because they're just statues.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll keep hitting it then.
Yep. Absolutely.
So, because it was that a bonus?
So you
That's-
made
it's
your
not a-
first
that was
attack
just-
unarmed. So all of them will be unarmed because you started with unarmed, if that made sense.
Okay.
The second one could still be
Oh,
the
yeah.
second one could
Okay.
still be she could use the unarmed and then do whatever.
So does stunning strike have to be an arm?
That has to be unarmed.
Oh right, I didn't know.
But you can just roll for an unarmed. If it hits, then you can use the stunning strike. If it doesn't, then you just regain the people. It hits, so go ahead and roll the damage for the unarmed right now. And you tried the stunning strike, it doesn't work, but then you think, oh wait, this probably won't.
Okay, 9.
Okay. Yeah, and you still have the one extra one.
Cool. Yeah, I'll do that. And 19 to
That
hit,
hits.
Wow.
and then 5.
Okay. That one does not look good. You see, like some of the irons like bashed in, and it looks kind of dented. Do you want to take your attack?
18.
Yeah, hits.
Good.
It kills it. Don't bother counting.
21.
That's gone. Nice.
Yeah.
Dream team.
I sort of go through the bit, you dent a bit, and I...
Yeah.
Through the
Alright,
helmets. Yeah.
So this one like starts to try to move and then like stops. And then this one's up.
Oh shit.
I'll do odds, Sam, evens, Fiona. That's an even. So it's gonna attack Fiona.
Protection.
So it grabs its launch, so it's got disadvantage. That's your reaction. That's only a 13.
Does
So
not hit.
the other one.
You just go, stop that. Just stop it.
You kind of use your shield to like
Yeah.
carry it.
Sam, you are up.
Okay, I am going to use Vicious Mockery on the big one. I'm going to go, you called that belt, you don't even have a beard, woman, you idiot.
Mudley's out.
You don't even wear trousers.
Right, so you got to make a wisdom saving throw. Beating 15.
Like I know we're both useless, Sam, but
That's so funny.
does it have any wisdom, Jacob?
No, it has wisdom, but
Vicious
I would say
Mockery.
it probably cannot hear you.
Oh.
So it does not do anything.
It chooses to ignore you. It's got selective hearing.
You mock that suit of armor.
But you know what? You mocked it real good.
To you, that suit is nothing.
Yeah.
Less than nothing.
That's my son.
Welcome to their 20. So it's gonna move up there. That other one's gonna move up and attack Sarah. It will miss because it got a 4. Okay, so the big statue's up and it starts to move and it lumbers forward and it's just gonna go. It's gonna just
That's
go.
massive.
Yeah. It's large. It's going to make an attack against Sarah. So it's going to take its maul. It's going to swing its maul at her. It's only a 15.
Cool. That's alright.
I still could be quite good.
It's going to punch you. It's going to try and punch you. It's going to miss. Take
that.
You got a 7 total.
Could I do the redirect attack? So if it misses me, I can redirect it to someone next to it. So could I redirect its hit to?
Yeah. It's
That's
like
a
swinging
good
the maul.
point to do that.
Yeah, you can do that on the.
Yeah.
It's only a reaction, so you can do it on the maul for sure. And yeah, it's like goes to swing at you, and you go out of the way. You just gotta like add a little bit of extra force to it,
push it
and it goes around, and it So how does that work?
I think he's
That wasn't doing it.
That's great. I forgot you could do that.
Yeah.
Drunken monk. Yeah.
Those drunk monks.
Sarah's playing a drunk monk. Sometimes life imitates art.
Redirect attack. When a creature misses you with a melee attack roll, you can spend 1 key point as a reaction to cause that attack to hit one creature of your choice, other than the attacker that you see within 5 feet of you.
And I'd say it's probably got enough reach.
Cool.
Not normally, but like you're sort of making it extend itself out. So,
Lovely.
That's awesome.
Okay.
That's so good.
So it's just auto
Lady
hits.
It also hits. It's proper Jedi though. It's like half like force.
So if you had to guess, it hit it for 7 points of damage.
That's alright.
If you had to put a
Good
number
guess.
on it. Fiona, you're up.
I go straight to the one I told to halt and try and kill it with 2 attacks.
Okay, go for it.
I just wildly go and hit it. First attack is a 16,
Yes, that just barely hits.
and the second attack is a natural 20.
That misses.
Misses. Alright, so the first attack I'll do, that's 5. Oh god, 11. 14 slashing damage total for the first attack.
Okay, yeah.
And then second, it's 1. 2.
You get to re-roll one of those.
I get to roll both of them. It's great math.
Ones or twos, but you have to take the next roll.
Yeah, okay, so I'll do those. 5. That's a 2 again. So that's a 7. Double it, because it's a natural 20.
Well, you double how many dice you roll, so you're going to roll 2 additional dice. Not double damage, you double
Right,
all the
okay.
dice. Because I like rolling more dice, so we just double all
That's
the
another 2. That's a 6.
see.
So that was
15.
Yes,
Yeah.
15 plus 3, 18.
Okay, you kill it.
Nice.
Yeah, I told it to halt. It did.
Big targets you're good at.
Okay.
Massive panic. And then can I use the rest of my movement to rush around behind it? This big one.
Yeah, you only need to use 5 feet. Oh, behind the big one?
Yeah, the big one.
Yes.
So I
five. Well, you were here, so 5,
I've got 30 feet.
25, 30. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can just barely get to there.
Yeah, that's fine.
This other one will get an attack for opportunity
That's fine.
against you. And that will
Find the
hit.
brave.
So that will hit, and so it sort of whips around and it swings its long sword at you for 9 points of damage.
Takes a bit of scratch.
Ryan, you are up.
I guess it's a satisfying noise of like metal on metal though. I am going to again sort of short bow to one hand, draw a dagger. I'm going to run and sort of almost do like a flyby hit to try and take out the leg of this one with the dagger as I run past.
Okay, yeah.
So,
Go ahead and give me an attack.
I'm fine.
21.
Hey.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah. God damn it, I love rogues. Yeah. 13 damage.
Okay. It doesn't look good. You sort of
And then sort
tear
of
open some of the iron.
disengage reaction. 10.
Bonus action.
Bonus action, sorry. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay.
Run to the opposite side of the room.
You do it. Sarah, you are up.
Cool.
I will say, because you go at the same time, Ryan probably could have paused for a second to give you advantage, and then if you wanted to attack this
Oh,
guy,
right, cool. Yeah,
That was
I'll
kind of
give
half the idea of
that's
doing the
alright.
like
Yeah,
flyby.
Yeah, awesome. Right, I'll do that then. So advantage to hit.
Yeah, so you get to roll 2 and take that.
Oh, well.
Don't
Oh,
bother.
natural
Yeah.
20.
So just roll 2d8s.
11.
He kills it.
Destroyed. Didn't need that other attack.
So like I catch the leg and you smack the other at the same time and it just
Beautiful.
Has that person gone yet? That's the thing.
They went
So I
the
want to
round,
move in
But
next
you won't
move.
get.
They went
they're
somewhere
next.
around.
They go. Yeah, they go first. So Sam goes and then it goes.
Yeah.
It's fast.
Okay.
Well, it's
And then
lucky
you
on
go-
initiative. It's not fast.
Like, you
per
still got
se.
your other attack.
You got one. You got.
Oh yeah, I guess so. Okay,
So
yeah.
you destroyed
Yeah,
that
'cause
one.
you've got-
yeah,
you
yeah.
your attack
Okay,
and then
cool.
your bonus
I might
action.
as well. I'll attack
You get
it.
advantage on this attack.
Okay, cool. So 18.
So if you crit,
19.
still hits.
Now all the good rolls are going. So my other. So this is a proper attack again.
Yeah, this is another proper attack.
Okay, so 7,
Okay,
and then I'll unarmed attack it as well.
okay, go for it.
19 to hit,
That hits, yes.
Punch his armor.
and then an extra 5.
You hit it, and like you see like the smallest little crack form like on its like torso. Let's say you hit it sort of on the side, and you see the
Tiny.
smallest little crack form by its ribs.
Oh man.
This one's up, and it's gonna attack Sam because he's directly in front of it.
Sorry, Sam.
That is a 15, which misses because you have an 18 armor class.
God's sake.
That's right. Sam, you're up.
Okay. Well, mocking it seemed not to have worked, so I am going to use Guiding Bolt on the big one.
Okay, go for it. Yeah, you do really attack with that one.
17 plus 7, 24.
Yeah,
Okay,
And then can I have some d6s, please?
Jesus.
You can have some rogue d6s.
Thank you.
How many? Jesus.
6, yeah.
Nice.
10.
12, 14, 18, 22.
And whoever next attacks it gets
Advantage.
advantage, but you pretty much can have anyway. So.
That's good to know.
Do you want to move it all? Probably not.
No.
Okay. It's up, and it is going to attack probably Sarah because Sarah hit it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but what you do see at the beginning of its turn, you see
Uh-oh.
some of the cracks start to stitch back together.
Oh.
On form.
It's got regeneration.
Yeah. So it swings the maul. It swings the maul at Sarah, and it gets a 19 total, which hits.
Oh, fuck.
So
Damn.
you
Maul.
get slammed by the maul for 6 points
Oh.
of bludgeoning damage, and then it will turn around and try and punch Fiona, and that will be a 20, not natural.
Yeah.
So it does 7 points of damage as it turns around and just
More with the
punches.
punch and the
Just-
maul.
Yeah, yeah.
I like its
Mi-
style.
I mean, I rolled near max on the punch and not so much the maul. So it just turns around and just clobbers you. A good left hook. Fiona, you're up.
I'm not happy with that at all. I want to hit it with my greatsword.
Okay.
But I want to expand. For the first attack, I expend one part of this spell slot to deal radiant damage to it.
Yeah, so Divine Smite. What level of spell slot?
Just the first one. I don't know if I hit it. It's a 9 plus 15.
15 just barely hits.
Fucking hell. I go for a knee. I say, alright, so the weapon damage is...
It's 2d6.
Yeah, it's 12 slashing damage plus the 2d6, 2d8.
2d8, yeah.
6, 8, 14, 14 radiant damage.
Okay. You see like more cracks start to form. It's not looking great. It's still...
Try and
It doesn't look like it's like, about to fall apart or anything, but it's not looking
Can
great.
I use my second attack?
Yes.
That was only one attack, and that's no defense. My
Take it down.
no, don't hit at all.
Okay.
I tried.
Oh, and this goes away. You had advantage, I guess, on that attack? Did you roll it with advantage?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
But,
Well, you can see if you crit if you want.
on the what? On the
On the first one. Well, on both.
I will do the second
Yeah,
one. 'Cause I
okay.
missed the
Okay.
second one. So no.
Brian, you are up.
Okay, I'm gonna notch an arrow and sort of like come around, skulking around, and I'm gonna take a shot at the one that's sort of lurking around there.
Yeah, give it to me.
I shall. 17.
Hits.
And is that within 5 feet?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Sam's not moved.
I'm up in your face.
2, 4, 9, 13, 17 points of damage.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe like almost chips off part of like the shoulder plate or something on this thing. As much as an iron statue with that expression can look startled, it looks startled.
Does it look pretty close to falling over?
Once again, as much as an iron statue
but-
can look
okay.
bloodied, it looks bloody.
I'm just gonna come forward a little bit more with my
Okay.
movement and bonus action throw a dagger.
Okay, go for it.
12.
Misses.
Damn.
Oh, so close.
Alright, and-
Sam dodges out of the way.
Use this. Use the bow. The bow is better.
Alright, and And Sarah, you are up.
Woohoo!
Sarah.
Yeah, I'll just flail at the big thing.
All right, go for it.
Okay.
Stop.
But you have advantage, so it doesn't matter. Unless you roll another one.
Hey!
Very much the opposite.
Good.
Nice.
So that is 11 for the
Okay.
first, and then
That'll hit.
You
Let's
got
see if you crit.
Yeah, you got
have
advantage
to see if
still.
you crit.
Yeah.
What's up,
and
Jack?
then 9 for the second,
Whoa.
and then for the unarmed,
Holy shit.
natural 20.
So 2d6.
2d6.
Come on. Just punch it to death, Sarah.
Oh, so
Fuck. 9
plus 4, 13.
Right. Does not look good. You see like bits falling off. And yeah.
I'm going to use a key point to use patient defense, so it has disadvantage on attacks against me.
Okay. We'll do.
That sounds like
This one's up. It's gonna attack Sam.
lazily gonna try.
That
and
will
get-
hit for finally. It's a 19 total.
Oh,
So
come
it'll
on.
hit.
If only you had your owl, eh?
7. Yeah.
No! Get in the way!
So that's 7 points of
Wow.
damage to you.
That's half.
7.
Yep.
Oh,
And you are up, Sam.
cried.
Okay. Let's get rid of this annoying guy. He's just hit me. I'm pissed off. So I'm going to do Sacred Flame. Because that always works.
Yeah.
Actually, no. Yes, no, I will do that.
Okay. It rolled a 19 plus 0 on its attack. So
Be
Okay.
dexterous.
I'll use...
shockingly
How
dexterous.
dexterous are they? So
Only an 11. On a scale of 1 to 30, only an 11.
For my bonus action, I'll use my Healing Light. Who have I seen being hit?
Not me.
I think Fiona's been hit, and I think
Yeah.
maybe Sarah's been
Yeah, a
hit.
little bit, but
I'm behind the statue.
Okay, so I wouldn't hear you, see you?
I mean, I'm just a general Gwen scream.
Okay, that's good then. I'm going to use, I say, 3 d6s.
Oh my
11 health back.
Oh shit.
That's my only purpose. It's like, can't use Sacred Flame on anything, apparently.
All
It's too
right.
dexterous.
So the middle statue is up, and Sarah's kind of like dodging around using patient defense, and it sort of looks at that, and so it decides to turn around and attack Fiona with both its
Why?
maul and its punch. And
Beating at your own game.
the maul will be a 17.
Yeah,
and
that
the
hits.
punch is only a 6.
Yeah.
The maul is enough.
Christ.
And so that's 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, no.
And once again, you saw some of the cracks start to like disappear, sort of reform and mold back together. But it still looks, it definitely doesn't look like it's less damage than it was before Sarah went to town on it. Fiona, you're up.
Yes, I am. I'll just hit it twice with my greatsword.
All right.
Hope for the best. Let's just hit me. Natural 1.
Okay. Well, you have advantage.
Oh, I do. So, well, that would have been a 3, so the first attack isn't
Okay.
going at all. That's an 11, 17.
That hits. But see if you crit.
20, unnatural 20.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
it hits,
yeah.
So
8 slashing damage.
okay. Doesn't look good. Ryan, you're up.
I'm up. Alright, I'm just gonna do my thing on the small one again.
Okay.
See if I can free up Sam. I'm just gonna squat back a little bit.
Okay.
I'm just moving around. I
Dodge
can't help
away.
myself. My legs are restless. Ooh, 14 to hit.
Misses.
Oh!
Damn it. Well, again, I'm gonna come up and go.
Another dagger.
Yeah, it sort of knocks me out and then. Nope. That's the one.
Christ!
Can't
Sarah,
hit.
you are up.
right, okay, I'll flail at the big one again.
All right. Give me some hits with advantage.
Oh, okay, with advantage. So yeah, 22.
That'll hit. Yeah. That'll hit.
Cool. And then 5.
Roll both to
Okay.
26 and 10. And then
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you
yeah.
take the higher.
All right. Cool.
All
Yeah.
right,
then
that
I
hits.
Cool. And
Yeah.
then that's better. 11.
Okay.
And then on my unarmed one. Oh, crikey. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh,
That's not 20 though.
So 2d6.
Oh, come on, Sarah. Finish it off with a big punch.
Crit master over here.
So 8
Yeah,
plus
yeah.
4. Yeah.
So you hit it, and another chunk falls off, and it kind of sets the maul down on the side, and it kind of kneels down, and it doesn't seem to be active anymore. So I'd say you beat that one. But the small statue is still up, and it's going to attack Sam. But it misses. Sam, you're up.
Right, okay.
You can do
Sacred
it, Sam!
flame! Sacred flame!
I concentrate really hard and get Pesha the Owl to fire a guiding bolt at it.
I think, unless it's different for your ones, the familiar has to be a touch range spell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you what? Guiding bolt it?
But you can still guiding bolt.
16.
That hits.
Hey!
You smite it.
Yeah.
Smitten.
Give me those defenses.
Oh.
Is enough. So yeah, you kill that. So when the last statue is subdued, the statue of Queen Ziani kneels down, removes the belt, and holds it out in front of her.
Woohoo!
And I'm assuming you
Whip
pick
it
it up.
off her.
Yeah. As you pick up the belt, which seems to be made entirely of dragon hide, you hear a voice. Well fought, but you are not my true owner. Please accept the aid I can offer until you take me to where I belong. You have resistance
Rose
to
of
fire,
bed.
cold, and
Rose of
acid
bed.
damage.
Okay.
And the doorway behind you reappears. So you go out, and I'm assuming you go out and go to the last door. You enter into a square room. Opposite you is a translucent green barrier blocking a recess in the wall. On the other side, sitting on a shelf, is a gold ring adorned with diamonds on a stand. Beside the stand is a rolled-up scroll. To the right of the barrier is a table with a top made of emerald. To the left is a plain table with a multitude of figurines sitting on it and a lever installed on one end. Once the runes above the table morph into common, you read, I am going demon hunting in another plane, but to get there, I must go through a green glass door. Not everything can pass through the door, however. Please place on the table all the things I can take. Pull the lever when you are done. The figurines are these items. You have a quiver,
Oh shit.
a bow, a hammer or warhammer, doesn't matter which, shield, arrow, scroll. There's a dwarf, an apple. This is an elf, a book, a banana, gold. This is copper, a crown, and a throne. So what we'll do is you can just tell me which ones you think, or you can we'll have you separate them into two piles.
So wait, did it say how many it
No,
could take?
it does not say.
Can you read that out for us again?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
So we got it.
Yep. Yeah, so I am going demon hunting in another plane, but to get there, I must go through a green glass door. Not everything can pass through the door, however. Please place on the table all the things I can take. Pull the lever when you are done.
So apple is green.
Is it green?
Apples can be green.
Is the apple green?
These are all obsidian.
So do we know anything about green portal or green doors at all?
No.
Right.
Natural things.
I don't know. I mean, we could try something and see what happens.
Yeah.
Is there anything on the walls that could no?
No, just those runes that were there that
That's
explained it to you, and that's it.
Okay.
So we want to go demon hunting.
Yeah.
So you would expect them to take weapons to demon hunt? Would you perhaps?
What do we know about demons though?
They're really not nice. Very,
Do we
very
know what's best
mean.
for killing them though?
Well, radiant seemed to work quite well.
So maybe
Radiant works for some, not for all.
Yeah.
So maybe a scroll.
Fire works for some, but for some it doesn't work at all.
What's on the scroll?
It's just blank. It's just like rolled up. It just looks like it's rolled up parchment, as a scroll. It's like
Okay, so
Well, I mean, some of the things go together. You could put an arrow in the quiver and
Yeah.
put the bow there. See what I mean? Like a sort of hunting kit.
yeah.
Give it a go, maybe.
Okay, so you put those three over there.
Yep. For now.
Yeah.
Okay, and you put these ones over here. As you pull the lever, you all feel like a racking in your brains. You take 1 point of psychic damage.
Oh shit.
And,
No.
nothing has happened besides that.
Do those things now just disappear?
No, they're still on the table.
Okay.
Yeah, they're still on there.
Bananas are quite good against demons.
They slip up on the skins.
Yeah.
I mean, some things like the gold and the crown and the chair is like a sort of thing royalty, perhaps. That's like a theme. You
So
could put there like
What, to bargain
I'm just
with,
sort of-
or
potentially maybe like I'm just trying to put things that go together. Apple, bananas, food.
I guess the
Yeah.
scroll and the book represent knowledge. Is knowledge the greatest weapon?
Oh,
Oh,
possibly.
I like that.
and then you've got the dwarf and the elf, maybe friends. I don't know, companions.
Friendship, love conquers all.
They love each other. It's true.
It's so true.
Well, try the knowledge thing. That's quite
Yeah, I
good.
quite like the
Take
knowledge.
these off
Okay.
and
Put
then
the
put
scroll
knowledge.
over there.
You pull the lever, and you feel, you take another point of psychic damage. Your actually bring, and this time you look up, and the runes start to shift, and they say, "Why I'm going through the door does not matter."
Oh,
That makes no
Only-
sense.
So basically, only some things can go through.
can go through the green
Is-
door.
The thing.
Why I go through the door no matter.
Yeah. Yep. It says why I'm going through does not matter.
So it doesn't matter that it's demon hunting.
Oh,
It's just what-
okay.
what
Oh,
physically-
Maybe
right,
demon hunting
right.
is just thematic on the demon attacking city. I don't know.
What else was in the room?
Nothing. This table, the
Just
green
table.
emerald table, and then
The
like
figurines.
there's like a recess and there's like a shelf built into the wall, and there's just like essentially it's like the portal that you guys have been seeing, but it's translucent green.
Okay.
How big is this chest that we're putting things into? Or
Oh, it's just
table.
like a tabletop, and it's like I mean the figurines are the figurines would be like this size.
So small.
So
Yeah.
the table is. I mean, it's not like
We can
massive,
put stuff on
but
it.
you could fit all of them. It's not like-
examination table sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like you could only fit an exact amount. You could fit all the figurines on here if you
Yeah.
wanted to.
Well, if only certain things can go through, we as people managed to go through the portals
Yeah.
because we had amulets and stuff.
So we can put the 2 people on, perhaps.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do the 2 people. Pull the lever, yeah.
You take one more point a second.
Fine.
as we literally trial and force our way through this puzzle.
A really bad migraine, can be honest.
Oh yeah, from earlier as well.
yeah,
That's-
yeah.
Apples are green sometimes.
they are, and bananas start as green.
What if we stand in the chest?
Well, it's just a table, and do you think
Okay.
only one of you could really stand on it?
Okay.
But you could. I mean, there's nothing stopping you, I guess.
Why would we take gold and stuff across, though? Like, that's the thing I don't get. Like, a crown, or, like, what do they symbolise here?
Because we're collecting this for the king, aren't we? Or the queen.
Yeah, but why he goes through is not matter. It's how we get through the door. What are these again, Jacob? Sorry?
That's copper. That's gold. I could only find pictures of copper wire.
All right.
Yeah. Everything else is pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, no. It's just like... Okay.
Could you put everything in?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you need
God, we're going to take like 100 points of...
Yeah, shove
Okay,
it all.
so you put don't bother about moving.
Okay.
You put everything. You take another point of psychic damage, and this time,
It says, don't be fucking
no.
idiots.
The runes morph, and it says the physical object is not important.
So maybe then it is the throne. And this crown and stuff.
Because only they're like all the items together will save you from the demons. Or no, it's not demons, but you know what I mean.
Well,
like,
it doesn't matter why he goes through the door, what can pass through the green door.
What does a banana represent?
Well, food, right?
yeah.
Rations.
potentially.
We could just try the food, maybe.
Yeah, try the food, might as well.
Okay.
Should we?
You try just the food. Don't bother moving them. You take another point of psychic damage.
Jesus.
Oh my.
Got 47 turns left, personally.
Plus healing.
Oh, yeah, plus healing. It's alright, we're fine.
48. So,
Okay.
pull the lever, please. I'm fresh out of ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah, hang on.
Short of just sort of trial and error, and just humorous with what this sort of passage is saying once again.
It says, I'm going demon hunting in another plane, but to get there, I must go through a green glass door. Not everything can pass through the door, however. Please place on the table all the things I can take. Pull the lever when you are done.
Go to another plane.
Glass door.
Green
Green
glass
glass
door.
door.
What can go through glass?
Do we know anything about other planes at all?
Whether you do or don't, you know that there's no plane that you get to only through a green
It's
glass
it's just
door.
okay. It's not like a based in real life. Oh, based
Like
on
if it was glass, then what can go through glass? Light, heat.
Is it a trick and nothing here can go through it?
for
Potentially.
yourself. No, we'll put ourselves in.
Yeah, should we just try pulling the lever with nothing?
With nothing on the table?
Yeah.
Take another point of psychic damage.
Oh, damn.
And this time, it
says, guys, there is something.
It shifts, and it tells you, it says, the door tells you what can go through.
Green and glass. Well, I guess
Oh, copper goes green.
It does, yeah.
crown has some jewels in it that are made of glass.
They're
That's all black.
obsidian, aren't they? Yeah, so they.
Oh, okay.
Well, all the figures are obsidian. I mean, like, you can imagine a crown that might have glass in it, but, like, all the figures are obsidian.
But we tried everything.
Yeah, we haven't tried everything.
We'll put everything in. We'll
I
put
think you
nothing
did
in.
try everything.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
good.
Yeah, you
We'll
did.
put everything in. We're taking everything out. Put scrolls in. Put fruit in. Put ours in.
Can we try just copper? Because copper goes green in time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just copper.
Go for it.
You try just copy, you take another point of psychic damage. I'll just go another one. This time it says, I can take an arrow, but not a bow.
So maybe it's stuff to break glass, perhaps. So maybe so the arrow, the hammer, the gold, the shield. Yeah, maybe.
Well, try the arrow and the hammer, because those are sort of weapons, aren't they?
Yeah.
You could use to
Arrow
break
and
glass.
hammer.
Yeah.
Maybe shield? Next.
No, what was
Just
it?
try the two for now.
Yeah. So
Okay.
arrow and hammer.
Okay. You take another point of psychic damage, and we'll wait one more. Nothing else happens. Yeah, we'll wait one more.
Should we try this shield?
The shield. Yeah, might as well.
There's nothing else that could potentially be used as a weapon.
Okay, so you dodge just those three.
Yeah.
You take another point of psychic damage. And this time it says it doesn't say anything, but I'm going to tell you. It says you can flip over the items and spell out the item, like write out the item
What, flip over?
for all of these. Like flip them over and
Okay.
write them out. Write out the item.
Oh, right.
So it was a scroll.
Yeah. Scroll.
Oh.
Throne.
Yep.
Is it I before E in shield?
Maybe it's something like in front of things. So like
You
green
could-
book, green banana.
You could spell
green apple.
green, potentially. There's no R.
R and hammer and
Oh, if it at the
we-
beginning, perhaps no G. Oh no, there is. Sorry, gold.
What was the exact phrasing?
Of
the original.
Of the original,
Yeah.
I am going demon hunting in another plane, but to get there, I must go through a green glass door. Not everything can pass through the door, however. Please place on the table all things I can take. All the things, not all things. All the things I can take. Pull the lever when you are done.
Well, assuming the arrow can go through. Since
Yeah.
the arrow can
Yeah.
go through, but not.
bow can't.
So okay.
Should we just try things with green in the letters?
What? Have letters?
Yeah, so arrow has R,
Yeah.
hammer has R, and G, shield has E, G has...
Well, like, are you doing it in green or is like glass as well?
Maybe.
Well, bow doesn't have any of the letters.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
green.
yeah. Okay.
Should we do? Well, it's got door. D-O-O.
Well, I assumed it was green glass.
Yeah, green glass.
Perhaps.
Using
Yeah, green glass. Let's do green glass.
I think quite a few of them will, though, won't they? So
G,
we've got dwarf,
shield,
elf,
silver,
apple,
crown,
book doesn't.
Oh.
thorn.
Basically, all these bar
What's this?
banana.
yeah.
You take another point of
Yeah.
psychic.
Okay.
Damn.
Maybe just green. No.
No.
Alright, I've got a bit of a headache now.
Yeah.
Do you actually?
No,
we
it
can
was
Oh,
taking,
right,
it was
I was
taking
gonna say.
like so many points of damage.
Yeah.
Only like 7.
Yeah, that's still quite a lot.
10.
Is it then 10? No.
I can't even use my uncanny
Well, I
dodge
guess
on
I
it.
did sort of stop. Once I realized that you guys all had 40 health, I stopped counting. I'm not worried
Should
about
we
counting
just
you guys.
do green then?
Green.
Yeah.
Things which have green in the name.
Yeah.
Can we try that?
Yeah. I'll just tell you right now, you take another point of psychic. And this time, it pops up.
It says, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, you fools.
It gives you another example. Well, it doesn't. I'm going to. I can take a ball, but not a goal.
It's because
A ball, but not a goal. So it's basically it's the thing, but not the result. So, or it's the
well, because
Yeah,
arrow has like it has O-W at the end, and the bow B-O-W.
I'm just trying to think about what the relationship has between the items. So
Yeah.
arrow and bow, you know, one gets
So
fired.
is
the
it
other.
one
a
half
ball
of the
and
other?
and a goal? Did you say?
Yep, ball and goal.
So like a ball,
So then that
Just
doesn't
as a
apply
goal.
to
So-
like,
Soccer
banana.
ball also works.
yeah.
Maybe
So wait,
No.
then
You see what I mean? So
yeah.
it's
So
something that
so wait, so they are paired off in a way, aren't they? So we've got like copper and gold. Maybe copper, like the lesser of the two, perhaps. I don't know the difference between apple. Yeah, maybe crown rather than throne. Quiver rather than shield.
what's your logic?
No,
Like,
there's no
just
logic.
Things that are smaller.
Well,
Or
I'm
things that are
trying
lesser
to
at
think. I
the
think that
pass.
are related, but like you said, like is the one bit of ammunition before the main thing? I guess. I don't know. Yeah, that's where I come undone. It's like I don't know about dwarves and elves.
God, we must seem so stupid.
Yeah.
gold and shield both end in LD. Hammer and quiver both end in
Well,
EM.
like for instance, a scroll is sort of essentially paper which is found inside a book.
Book, yeah.
Yeah.
See what I mean?
So maybe why don't we pair them up then? Perhaps
Yeah.
that'd be better. So like, so the bow and arrow go together, and scroll and book. Apple and banana. Yeah.
Why did we write them out? Well, you could put a dwarf in a throne or an elf with a crown on. Do you see what I mean? Try the scroll.
Just a
Because it
scroll
goes
on its own.
in the book.
But
Sort of
well, we
thing.
know the arrow goes through,
And then
so
put the
it has to
arrow
put
in
it
as
with the
well.
arrow.
So, okay, scroll and arrow go for him.
You take psychic damage. This time it says, it doesn't say, I say, spell out green glass door.
So maybe ones that have letters in.
We
We've
tried
done
that.
No, but like
Okay, so
yeah.
arrow. So we have
Yeah.
A, R, R, O.
If you write it out, it just says R still. That's all I can see now.
Gold we can do. So G,
Yeah.
O, L, D.
But it said the arrow could go through.
Yeah, the arrow does go through.
Arrow does go through. So arrow and gold.
So it's not just like things that.
What? Dwarf then for door. Right. Oh, you've got dwarf.
We've used up the D.
Have we?
But it's like
Oh,
it's
you
not,
got
we're
that,
not just
yeah.
putting letters in because the arrow has a W in it and there's no W in glass.
Or maybe.
Not quite that.
No.
Yeah, dwarf has.
So there's arrow goes into this somehow.
Wait, hang on.
Wait.
Hang on. Wait, you can take a ball through the green glass door, but you can't take a goal.
Yeah.
But then the letter things doesn't make out because there's. Oh, fucking hell. Maybe not banana.
Well, the only one we
apple.
know doesn't go in is bow.
No, but bow. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, okay, so that definitely
Well,
was good.
store is an acronym of something. Not an acronym.
Well, maybe.
Anagram of something, is it?
I'll say the next time you make a guess, my hint will be what does and does not go through from what you guessed, but you can only pick 4 items. Because obviously you could just pick all of them and then I would tell you which ones. So you can only pick 4 items, but I'll tell you which ones go through and which ones don't.
Okay.
4 random ones. Well,
Well, okay, I want to test my theory. So
Yeah, go
scroll
for it.
and book.
yeah.
So you want scroll and book to go through?
Just both those to go through? Is that
And
what you
Yeah,
want?
they will
What
put
do
some
you wanna
on as
go-
well. Gold. I think gold will go through, won't it? If we're going with the letters.
Yeah.
So gold as well?
I'll tell you how many. Probably not which ones. I'll tell you how many.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh,
and
right,
then,
okay.
do you want to go
And
to the
maybe
arrow
one
as well, or do you
we'll
want
see
to try
which ones
something
you
different?
pick.
Well, we know how arrow works, so should we not bother putting that one in?
Ooh, yeah. Ooh.
No, that's cheating.
No, well,
No, it's not.
No,
No.
yeah, it's
But
not
if
cheating.
you-
You can
Well,
leave
if
it
you
out.
put
You already know it goes
bow,
through.
put bow and arrow in now.
Yeah.
Before, and you'd know.
Well, we know
whether,
bow.
If there's 1, neither of them go through. If there's 3, both of them go through. If there's 2, one of them goes
But
through.
then you'd know that by just putting 2 in.
No, but then we can get rid of 3 from our...
Let's just see what
Yeah, let's see.
Okay.
There's 4.
3 of those go through.
Oh, well, that's even worse.
No, that's good because it means scroll, book, and arrow all go through.
Okay, so
Yeah.
not bow.
Is it because they have double letters?
Oh.
Let's go with that.
So copper then,
Yeah.
hammer, banana.
Yeah, because
apple.
green glass and it all have double letters.
Oh,
Try those.
those ones.
So you try those. You take another point of psychic damage.
Oh,
I'm gonna give you another
that's
clue
so good.
early. Football can go through twice, but ball can only go through once.
What?
That would work with your double letter thing.
That's that. Yeah, I'm really annoyed. I thought we got it.
Well, I'm trying to think. Hold on.
Hang on. You
No,
put
no, no,
banana in. There's
Yeah. The
Oh,
the banana doesn't have a double N in it.
Oh well, then I spelled that wrong then.
no, I didn't even see that. Does that make a difference?
Yes, now it works.
Oh.
Yes, they have to have double letters. So like football goes through twice because there's 2. I wasn't going to tell you which ones, but then you sort of got it and didn't work, and so that's why I did the football one. That was going to be the next clue. I thought you guys would get it after writing it out, and you had already written out green glass door, and I thought you guys would get it because you're looking at
We're pretty thick.
Yeah.
That's too wordy for us. Clearly, I can't spell banana. So.
Yeah.
That was the foil.
But when you pull the lever,
The green glass door.
it dissipates.
Fuck.
Normally it's not demon hunting. Normally it's I'm going on a picnic, but I thought demon hunting was more appropriate.
Yeah.
And it dissipates, and you have the ring, and you have the scroll next to it.
Cool. I picked them up then.
Yep.
Being the
you
last
with the ring.
people.
And when you do so, it says to you,
Oh fucking hell.
"Maybe I orchestrated this whole thing, Fiona."
Jesus Christ.
It says, "Fiona, the last nearly 3 years of my life
Jesus
have
fucking
been
Christ.
fantastic, and I've enjoyed every second of it. It's been potentially the happiest 3 years of my life thus far. And I don't know where the rest of my life is going to take me, but I know that I want to spend it with you. Fiona, Catherine Taylor, how will you marry me?"
Fine. Great, I'm gonna record. I'm gonna edit.
I know, I've got an ending. Don't worry, I already have an ending that you can put in.
Fucking hell.
We'll record the last bit.
ever.
We'll record the last bit, and then I'll tell you how much of a fucking pain you were about this. My God, you have no idea. All right.
Fucking hell.
So.
What magic does the ring provide?
Yeah, tell me
it
that.
gives you +1 AC and immunity to paralyze and restraint from magic. When you put on the ring, you hear a voice say, "Congratulations on solving the riddle. Please accept my aid until you return me to the king." And when you do so, the portal behind you open. You look at the scroll, you open it up. Sam, you can tell this is a scroll of teleportation. And so you go back through the portal, and and you have the portal on top on that platform has reappeared. You emerge from the portal, and you see the portal which brought you to this place has appeared once more. You make your way through that portal and enter back to the mosaic room. You gather on the circle and read the scroll. With a bright flash, you are back in the Grand Citadel. Prime Magic Urbana rushes over to you. Thank the gods you've returned. Not a moment too late, I might add. Hurry, take the items to King Elend at the North Gate. When you leave the Grand Citadel, the sounds of battle instantly greet you. You pass by weary soldiers trying to rest wherever they can find space. Gods Almighty, King Elend says as you approach, you've returned. As he dons the items, he tells you of what has happened. The demons arrived 2 days ago, and yesterday they forced us back from the outer wall to here at the inner wall. But we've been able to repel them so far. For 2 days more, Malkier holds out before help arrives. Forced back from the North Gate, the soldiers turn the streets of Malkier into a killing field. Wielding the full might of the royal relics, King Elend becomes a one-man army, and those around him become worth 10 men. Aid arrives just in time to save Malkier, and just in time to save King Elend from using the relics to his death. The tale of the courage of Malkier is told around the land, and in Malkier, next to the Monument of the Fallen, is a statue to the heroes of Malkier, the 4 volunteers who retrieved the relic in Malkier's most desperate hour. The end.
Completely
So,
not upstaged at all.
Yeah.
The What Am I Rolling podcast was created, recorded, and edited by me, Fiona Howat. This episode's game master was Jacob Vogts. This episode's players were Sam Robbins, Fiona Howat, Ryan Harris, and Sarah Cook. This episode's RPG was the Trials of Malkier, a homebrewed one-shot using the 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons rule set. Find out more about the world of Dungeons & Dragons by going to www.dnd.wizards.com. The theme music was 8-Bit March by Twin Musicon of twinmusicon.org, licensed under a Creative Commons 4.0 license. If you want to find out more about the podcast, check out the website. That's www.wairpodcast.com. Fancy getting in touch? Email the podcast at whatamirollingpodcast@gmail.com. Finally, follow the podcast on Twitter and Instagram at WAIR_podcast for the latest news on upcoming episodes. And remember, adventurers need not apply.